back with another video in our Game Gent Awards of 2014.
The inaugural.
Inaugural, yes. So in this video we're going to cover best DLC of the year and best multiplayer.
Yes,
of
we
the
are.
year. Yes. So quite a lot of contenders for this one, but we're going to start off with the best DLC, and one of the runner-up prize.
The runner-ups, yeah.
Goes to Infamous First Light.
Yes, well, Infamous First Light, it was focused on, I mean, honestly, the best character out of the Infamous Second Son storyline with Fetch.
Yep.
And, yeah, it was just more of the same, very solid.
See, I'm going by your judgment here.
I know, because you haven't played it yet, but it's just a nice, solid DLC, a good 6-7 hour DLC.
Yep.
Also helps that you can buy it on disc as well, especially for us Australians.
Yeah, it's good.
But
yeah, you can get it pretty cheap as well. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's only like $20, so it's a nice solid.
Is it worth $20?
Yeah,
yeah.
Well, it's got like it's got the story. It's got like survival, kind of horde mode type thing.
Yep.
And yeah, it's just a nice solid piece of DLC.
Yeah, that's what you want.
So
next up, Surgeon Simulator.
Surgeon Simulator Anniversary Edition.
Anniversary Edition, yeah.
So we're counting this as DLC because it got patched on the computer version.
Yeah,
I mean, it did come independently on the PlayStation 4, but let's just ignore that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just more Surgeon Simulator. I mean, you can do, what is it, like eye surgery,
you know, you got the ambulance ones, you got the corridor ones.
Yeah.
Like, that did quite a bit to it, and it's a fun game. Like, it gets really fucking frustrating sometimes. But
it's so frustrating.
Yeah, very. But, good DLC. Like, it costs... you got it pretty cheap if you had it originally.
Yeah, if you had it on the computer, it just got freely patched in. But it's only like $15 on PlayStation 4, and I think that's...
So there's a lot to it. It's,
It's mindless fun.
Yeah.
So next up is Watch Dogs Bad Blood on the PlayStation 4, which yet again is another DLC which Callum hasn't played. And yet again focuses on the best character of the Watch Dogs game, which was, T-Bone. That's the one.
T-Bone, there you go.
T-Bone, yes. And yeah, it's just more of the same. Good action. He's actually funny, and the character development between T-Bone and the other hacker, which I've already forgotten his name of. I'm sure you'll
put the name of it on the video here.
Yes, I will. Right here. But yes, no, it's a very good storyline, and it's a whole lot better than the main story.
Oh yeah, definitely. Next up is Goat.
Goat.
I don't know how this made the list, but it's got to be. Yeah.
I mean, we've still got to do a video on the new DLC, but come on, Goat MMO Simulator.
You couldn't write the shit.
You've got to appreciate, it's a freaking April Fool's joke that came out.
Yeah.
And they still, they could have just left it.
Yeah.
You could have just went, there you go, there's your steaming pile of shits. But no, we're going to add a new level.
Yep.
You can summon whales from the sky.
Yep.
And yeah, you know what? Yeah, Goat MMO Simulator. It's not an MMO, it simulates an MMO.
Yeah, it totally does. Totally.
So why not?
No, it's a fun game, good simulator. Like, if you don't love it, then you're weird.
But finally, the best DLC.
I think it's a bit of a clear winner, actually.
I think it's kind of a little bit cheating as well, because technically it came out last year, but it's for The Last of Us, of course, with Left Behind. I mean, it's not been a strong year for DLC. I think it's been a lot of, every game's got a season pass. But, I mean, Last of Us Left Behind, if you haven't played it, I'll try not to put any spoilers in the video, but it's so good. You need to play it, Callum.
Yeah, I know.
You need it.
I feel like I shouldn't even be part of this video, because I haven't even fucking done any of this. But, from what I've heard, I can't wait to play it. I'm just waiting to play. I want to finish the game again, because I got the remastered version on PS4. So I'm going to play through it again, and then do the Left Behind afterwards.
It brought me to tears.
Not much brings Callum to tears, ladies and gentlemen.
It's Walking Dead, Season 1, and The Last of Us.
Yep.
And that's it.
And The Last of Us, what can you say about Last of Us? It's just awesome. So, next up is Best Multiplayer.
Yep, so we'll start off with Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. I mean, it's a solid...
It's solid, it's not like Halo, where it was broken.
Yeah.
Then you can't actually play anything. It came out, the service was good. I've had no connection issues whatsoever. Obviously, some people probably have, but...
Well, I mean...
it hasn't been loads and loads of people.
We're obviously talking this is the console version, the computer version is buggy and has...
Always fucking...
connectivity
PC
issues.
Master Race.
But yeah, no, it's just a solid thing. They improved the Call of Duty formula.
Like we said in the other video, it adds to the exoskeleton, adds a bit of something different to it.
Yeah.
Good weapons, good maps, decent maps. And yeah, just a really solid game.
Yeah.
Alright, next up, Destiny.
Yeah, Destiny, like, as far as, like, yeah, Destiny was disappointing and it was very repetitive, but you get a good group of people, go on, do some raids, do some strikes, just good, solid, it's just a good, solid game.
Yeah, you work together and, you know, I don't know, like, the gameplay is good, it doesn't really get boring, like, I think it's more the strikes doing the same over and over again gets boring, but when you're actually playing it, it's not boring.
No, it's a polished shooter.
And it has good difficulty level, where, you know, you feel like you actually accomplished something rather than just shooting endless enemies, you know, no real hassle.
Yeah, farming and all that kind of stuff, yeah.
But and also the Crucible, like, you know, can't complain, I've played it a few times and it's decent.
I still suck at the Crucible.
I think I've actually got a better high score than you, but yeah, we'll touch that.
That's debatable.
Okay, next up is Titanfall.
Titanfall. Now,
yes, the hype fell away from it in like a week, but like when I've put in quite a few hours in it, and it is so much fun.
Okay, so Titanfall's not the best shooter in the world.
It isn't.
Not by far.
And it suffers from a bit of Destiny syndrome, where there's just no story.
Yeah, but I'll give you one thing: is that the grunts and the spectres, is it?
Yeah.
Where they put in the AI controlled things always makes you feel like you're doing well.
Yeah,
even though you might be doing terrible and you only killed one pilot or whatever during the match, but it always makes you feel like you've done something.
Yeah.
That you contributed even though you may be shit. So you might just spend all your time just farming spectres and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And also the Titans are, you know, good fun to use. Like, even if you have them following behind you or you jump into one and using different types. Like, it's a fun game, and there's plenty of maps as well, and I haven't played any of the DLC maps, but I've heard they've been good, so, you know, what can you say? It's a good multiplayer game. That was what it was designed to be, and that's what it was, you know.
Yeah.
It's good.
Well, next up is Mario Kart 8.
Oh, Mario Kart. I'm nowhere near as good as at this game than I was at Mario Kart Wii, but it's awesome. It's fun, like, it's Mario Kart.
Yeah, you
can basically just leave it as that. It's Mario Kart. I don't think there's been that many Mario Kart games that have been shit.
But it's in HD now.
It's also in HD, yeah. It does fall away when you play local multiplayer and you go above 2. It does drop down to 720p.
They're still technically HD though.
Yeah, it's still technically HD, and you don't need it, like, especially if it helps it, you know, keep its frame rate up and stuff. So, but it's a fun game, and it's a good difficult levels and stuff as well.
Yeah.
So, and you get good DLC as well. A few of the tracks have been pretty good.
Yep.
But the winner.
Yep.
Probably a surprising winner, which I don't think we saw coming, but it's Towerfall Ascension.
Yeah, well, like we said in the previous video, Towerfall Ascension, it's a fucking fun.
Yeah, it's a great game, plenty of options, and great game to play a local split screen, like...
just screaming at each other, oh, you fuck it, oh, you... Oh.
I've lost count how many curse words I've called your girlfriend while we've been playing it. I don't think she appreciated it, but, you know, it's just one of those games where it just doesn't get old.
Oh, and like you said, my girlfriend plays it. Like, anyone, it's very easy to pick up.
Yeah.
And very easy to play, so you can just give it to your gran or your 5-year-old, I don't know.
And I think it's quite sad that a lot of games are not putting in local multiplayer anymore.
Yeah.
Like, 4-player split screen, because, you know, I think that's some of the funnest times I've ever had on a console is playing, like, an old PlayStation 2 game with 4-player split screen, like, playing, like, a bit of Quake or some, like, Nightfire or something like that. And, yeah, it's good to see a game actually, you know, bring that back out and show that you can still have fun with it. And you can still play, like, it's awesome.
Yeah.
And you don't need the fucking 4 consoles connected up, like, fucking shit tons of wires or over across an internet which has a dodgy connection, like...
Yeah.
Just sit there on the sofa, have fun, and that's what it does best.
So there you go, Towerfall Ascension is best multiplayer of the year. Shocking.
Yeah, shocking. So join us next time in our next video where we'll bring out a new awards for you.
Let's just check story and character.
Story and character, well, enjoy.